At this time, we've got a couple of presentations. So first, I'd like to call upon our police chief, a police accreditation presentation. So Chief McGinnis, you have the floor.
Thank you, Township Committee. I'll call up Harry Delgado from the New Jersey State Chiefs of Police Association. He is the state accreditation manager for the process we went through. I'll let him talk first, and then I'll say a few words thereafter.
Sure. Evening, sir.
Mayor, good evening, Mayor, Council. It is indeed a privilege to come here tonight to recognize your police department as one belonging to an elite police departments that have been accredited in the state of New Jersey. And to add some context to that, there's nearly 500 agencies that would be eligible to apply for accreditation. To date, only 171 are accredited. That is because the process is a very rigorous process. In fact, it was documented by our conversation outside in the lobby. So you figure there's about only 34% of those police departments that are actually accredited. Again, because the process calls for the support of local government as well as the rank and file. So if you indulge me for a couple of minutes, I'd like to share with you the significance of the achievement. So accreditation is a process. Today they're being presented with accreditation certificates, but it doesn't end here. They need to continue to provide proofs of daily operations for 105 standards in the state of New Jersey. Many of those standards require multiple proofs. So the foundation of accreditation lies in the adoption of standards containing a clear statement of professional objectives, best practices. Accreditation is a progressive and time-proven way of helping law enforcement agencies calculate and improve their overall performances. It is a certification by an independent review and authority, the New Jersey State Association of Chiefs of Police, that the accredited agency was carefully measured against an established set of state and national standards and has met, and in the case of the Morris Township Police Department, in many instances exceeded the accepted practices in the field of law enforcement. It's a piece here that I need to share with you because taxpayers certainly are very interested in. We have research provided by the insurance industry that shows that accredited agencies have 11% fewer police professional liability claims, 18% fewer workers' compensation claims, and 31% fewer auto liability claims. More of the municipalities that belong to the Mel-affiliated JIF, they apply or they qualify for substantial premium discounts. But besides the physical advantages, there's certainly some real advantages and benefits of accreditation. Accredited agencies are better able to defend against lawsuits and citizen complaints. Accreditation provides objective evidence of an agency's commitment to excellence in leadership, resource management, and service delivery. Government officials can be more confident in the agency's ability to operate efficiently and meet community needs. And accreditation embodies that very important concept of community-oriented policing. It creates a forum in which police and citizens work together to prevent and control challenges confronting law enforcement and provides clear direction about community expectations. For many years, we in law enforcement thought that we knew what the community wanted. Accreditation stresses the fact that we need to ask the community what service they want delivered to them. Accreditation standards give the chief a proven management system of written directives, sound training, clearly defined lines of authority, and routine reports that support decision-making and resource allocation. And as I see many present here tonight, officers in accredited agencies are able to take pride that they have been objectively recognized for their professionalism and adherence to the high standards. At the end of this process, at the end of the initial process, we have what we call a final on-site assessment, where we come and they have to show, when we come to the site, spend 2 days here. And other than raising the level of stress, because we do, we check for every tangible proof to show compliance with each and every one of those 100 standards. And so we look for everything. I mean, we leave no stone unturned. And we find, in many instances, and we settle differences, and we call them issues found with solutions. There might be a misclassified proof, or there might even be, a proof that was with typographical errors, and all those are assessed against the agency. In the case of the Morris Township Police Department, we didn't find one, not a single one. So it puts them in a more elite group because less than 1% of agencies that we assess are found to have no violations whatsoever or no issues found with solutions. So that is by itself is certainly exemplary. They also, the assessors noted that the agency operates a full-time emergency service unit with agency members assigned to each of its patrol squads in order to provide a full complement of unusual occurrence specialties in order to augment the 12 functionalities in a myriad of scenarios, which is also commendable. So, it is the opinion of the assessment team that the Morris Township Police Department is a highly professional and committed agency which exemplifies all of the tenets of law enforcement accreditation. Therefore, the New Jersey State Association of Chiefs of Police, the Law Enforcement Accreditation Commission congratulates Chief John McGinnis, Accreditation Manager Lieutenant Edward Conrads, Assistant Accreditation Manager Sergeant Martin Tesmer, the members and staff of the Morris Township Police Department, the mayor, council, and those citizens that they so proudly serve for achieving accreditation, joining a very exclusive group of law enforcement agencies that have made this important commitment to excellence in policing. So congratulations to all. The Chief with the actual certificate of accreditation, which states in part, Morris Township Police Department, having fulfilled all the accreditation standards as established by the New Jersey State Association of Chiefs of Police, is hereby awarded this 3-year certificate of accreditation. So congratulations, Chief, you earned it.
Thank you, sir. When the assessors came to police headquarters, they found out recently one of the assessors that was sent to us, Deputy Chief from the Rutgers University, is one of the top 40 officers in the world. He was rated as the top 40 officers in the world by the International Association of Chiefs of Police. So, Harry, thank you for sending one of your best to do the accreditation for us. I was surprised by the article. I said, I know that guy. But a lot of thanks I want to make tonight for a lot of people, but probably the most important people I want to thank, because I can write any policy I want. My lieutenants and sergeants go out there and tell the patrolmen to do their job, but it's the patrolmen. Without you guys reading those policies and understanding, they are the proof of what we do, not me. I just give you that guidance to a policy. I depend upon the Kozakowskis, the Markets, and everybody else, other patrolmen, to take those policies we develop and develop them into proofs, and that's why we got through our accreditation process. I also want to recognize several officers, especially ones that are here tonight, that really stepped up, especially in the last hours, and they received letters of recognition from me for the process. Captain Robert Duffy, Lieutenant Mark McGinnis, Lieutenant Mark DiCarlo, Detective Sergeant Brian Hollick, Detective Chris Tongring, Patrolman Diego Pinheiro, and my assistant John DiZeo. 2 officers, and I'll ask Lieutenant Conrads and Sergeant Tesman to come up. Spent the most part of 2 years, is that safe to say?
Yes, sir.
2 years, not full-time because they do have a lot of other responsibilities, but 2 years and probably a full year of me emailing you once a day, is this done yet, is this done yet, working on the accreditation process and pulling it all together, getting all the rates made, and making sure everything was right for the day the assessors came here. So presenting to Lieutenant Edward Conrads an Exceptional Duty Award in August of 2016, the New Jersey State Chiefs of Police conducted an on-site inspection of our department to determine if we are qualified for state accreditation. Over this 2-year period, we managed the accreditation process to prepare our agency to meet the required standards and proofs of the State Chiefs of Police Accreditation Commission. Thank you for your exceptional performance of duty and dedicated service to the department and the township of Morris. Lieutenant Conrads.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, thank you. And also the same for and Harry DeGallo was correct when he said it's not something we just received today. It's a process that continues. We started this actually in 1991, so you may remember, was our first accreditation, and we did the national accreditation process. We followed up in '96, I re-accredited, and then back in 1999, we accredited again, and we let it go for several years until we joined on with the state of New Jersey and doing the accreditation for the state officers. 105 standards, and it wasn't easy, but it's a testament again to my officers here today, and also to the Township Committee for your support in this whole process. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief. Before I comment, any comments from the dais?
Chief and officers, I always think that a situation like this is something that all you guys and girls do spectacularly well. And we're very, very, very proud of what you do and what happens. There was never any question in my mind that the numbers and the accommodations would come out the way they were. So we're, again, very proud of you all.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I would just like to comment, Chief, that I really do, your comment really did resonate with me. The accreditation itself is just the top of the pyramid, below which is so much work and hard introspection of your own processes and people. And, you know, to look at your own flaws, however few they may be, and just be honest about the whole process and what goes into it. And that's where excellence comes from. And that's why you receive the accreditation, because I think you really put the hard work and introspection behind and have genuinely earned this honor. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. You know, for the past 7 years, I've been a police commissioner, deputy commissioner, and I've talked a lot about, during my day job, I work with 20 other police departments. And I always say this is the finest police department that I work with, and I don't say that because I serve on this committee. But tonight proves that everything that I've said for the past 7 years is true. You guys are an elite group. And I am just so proud to be a little part of your team, and more people have to do this. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, prior to joining the committee, I was a township's prosecutor, and before that I was a county prosecutor. So I worked with police departments throughout the county, some other agencies in the county. In fact, Officer Mark, Kozakowski, and Carlo, Duffy, and not so much the guys with all the bars on them, but as a prosecutor I dealt on a weekly basis with the rank and file, as some people may say, as the chief recognized, the patrolmen. They're great. They do an awesome job. So I don't have an official accreditation from me, but my personal experiences with all of them is that it's a top-notch police department. It's one of the best in the world. So I'm not surprised by the accreditation, but thank you for putting them through those rigors.
And, you know, lastly, just, you know, it's the day-to-day stuff that you have to go out there, and officers and the superiors have to go out and just do the day-to-day stuff to keep this town safe. And we've been recognized as one of the safest communities. You guys and gals are a great asset to this town. And, you know, I just think very recently, and I'm thinking because the next presenter, Superintendent Mackie Prendergast, I mean, we recently had some issues with the Morris School District and some issues there, and I have to tell you, Mr. Prendergast and I had spoken, you know, Chief, your professionalism in getting those hurdles, so, as they were, which were a little scary, handled, and making sure that our kids were protected, and we stepped up. The Morris Township Police Department stepped up and really made us proud. So thank you again.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Before